a rub down?
That's right, make the most of it.
Do you want a blanket from the stables? We wouldn't want you to catch a cold now, would we?
You're not quite hacking it, are you? Just a hint of a hollow ring.
You'll get your money.
Oh, I better. Here comes good old Lord Reckless. Even he's managed to fleece you in his bumbling way. You have to admire it. A real toff.
Hello there.
What do you want?
Any sign?
There isn't going to be, is there? We turned the place over last night.
At least we know he was here.
And alive?
Yeah.
Look, if we contact the police now,
No.
forensic experts might find something.
We know who's got him. We don't know why.
Well, perhaps she's just trying to run us ragged. In which case, she's succeeding.
Well, maybe that's the game. If it is, we stick to her rules.
She's got our son.
And that includes not involving anyone else. Let's go home. Maybe there's another message.
If this is a game, Tony, don't start enjoying it.
Miss me?
You gonna let me go now?
Sorry.
Why?
I've got no choice.
Everybody has a choice.
You don't really know your old fella, do you?
He made a mistake.
He didn't just make a mistake. My father's dead because of him.
And my father has to live with that.
That's what I meant when I said you don't really know him. They're trained not to let things get to them.
He's not like that.
That's why he can hide it from you. Carry on as if nothing had happened. But this is one casualty he won't put out of his mind.
I haven't done anything to hurt you. Please.
There's no other way.
How long do we have to stay here?
Sorry.
You're not leaving me. Please.
Here, make yourself useful.
It's all been a terrible misunderstanding.
Oh, I'm sure.
You got me in awful hot water when you came to repossess those horses.
What a shame.
You might have warned me. I could have got Tara out of the way.
Yeah, and then I'd have never seen my money.
I was going to pay up.
You robbed me.
Of course I didn't.
You knew full well you didn't have the wherewithal to meet the cost of that livestock.
And Tara's very upset. She's accused me of being devious.
It's taken her this long to catch on.
I suppose she'll come round. But you have forgiven me?
Frankly, Alex, you're the last thing on my mind. Chris is threatening all sorts because I bent the rules to help you.
Look, if there's anything I can do to help...
There is, actually.
Anything. As long as it doesn't involve handing over large sums of money.
Muck out the stables.
You've got lovely hind quarters.
And there's no cost to us? Fine. Well, could you phone me to confirm that, please? Thank you. Bye.
No. Very dynamic this morning.
The early bird.
So, what's for breakfast?
I had some orange juice.
Hey, maybe it's got additives that make you hyperactive.
You should try some.
Very cutting. So, who was on the blower? The phone?
Oh, a drinks distributor.
Darling, I have my own sources.
This is legal and won't cost us anything.
And God didn't make the little green apples.
If the Woolpack can do a drinks promotion.
Darling, Alan Turner needs to drum up business. We don't.
What about vodka? Free vodka.
Oh, yeah? And they'll supply it. Bakshi.
If that means at no charge.
Oh, I suppose we could shift it.
Just because you didn't think of it.
Oh, Kathy, at least you gotta know.
Sorry, Eric. Force of habit. Dee, there's a delivery for you.
Oh, you could have signed.
I think it might be a mistake.
What is it?
It's arrived.
What is it?
Just make sure you've got some small change on you.
Stand up to your kitchen. You're in charge. Show it you're in control. And always remember my motto.
Oi!
Be daring.
Oi!
Be brave.
This is tea room
risks.
territory till 6 tonight.
Who wants these Murphys peeling?
And who told you you could have a telly in here?
Nigel Ibbott's on.
Who's he when he's at home?
Oh, don't you know Nate, eh? Nigel Ibbott. Dishes from out of this world.
Don't care if it's the Mekon. You're cluttering up the kitchen.
He is the culinary supernova. That's what they call him.
I know where I'd call him.
That's because you think it's risky sticking an egg on beans on toast.
My Seth never complains.
He don't.
Oh, that's great, that is. Coming from a fella who tried to light the microwave with a match.
He's going to flambe sweetbread.
If I thought it'd shift you, I'd flambe yours. That'll take some dusting.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's just a glorified hurdy-gurdy.
Well, it's not going on while the tea rooms are open, that's for sure.
It will attract young people.
No, thank you.
Hey,
Hey, up it's Gandhi.
who's left that there?
It's ours.
What do you mean ours?
We're buying it in installments.
She means on take.
No, not the Never Never, please.
Don't be so unadventurous, Eric.
Well, you can hardly accuse him of that, dressed up like Ben Gunn.
Wait till you hear it. Come on, help me move it.
Tea.
Happy birthday.
Oh, I was hoping everyone would forget.
I did. Oh, Kathy. Sweet 21 and never been kissed, eh?
30 and kissed too many times.
I wanted to give you this.
Oh, Jan, you shouldn't have spent your money on me.
Oh, it's not new. Likely not worth much.
Go on, own it.
Oh, Jan, that's lovely, but I can't accept this.
Look, it were David's grandma's. He want you to have it.
Oh, thank you.
I'm filling up here.
You don't have to do this, you know. Ned can do it when he comes in.
I can manage.
But you don't have to be a martyr.
I work here, Jack. I need the money. End of story.
You make a lovely farmer's wife, Rachel.
I don't think so.
Well, you'd be all right if you found a nice fella like Jack.
Is Robert all right going to school?
Oh, yeah, he loves it. Guess who was waiting for him at the gates? Large as life.
He's not got himself a girlfriend, has he?
No. Andy.
Oh, is he?
Oh, he was full of smiles. I've asked him over for tea tomorrow.
Is that a good idea?
Why not?
Well, we don't want to upset the apple cart if he's settling back in with his dad.
It's the most natural thing in the world, Robert inviting his friend back.
He's more than just a friend.
I thought you'd be glad to see him.
Yeah, well, I don't want to open old wounds, that's all.
What's wrong with showing that we can still be friends in spite of everything? Do you think so, Rachel?
The worst thing we can do is run round like headless chickens. We can't let her know we're rattled.
Tony.
Good morning, Major Cairns. Did you sleep well? I suppose not. It's time to put everyone out of their misery. It's the right season, reaping what you sow and all that, drowning in your own dry tears. You know the score. You've been there.
Can you hear that?
What?
Silence.
It is the end of the tourist season.
Hey, I'm not trying to get at you.
That'll be a first.
Very underrated commodity, Alan. Quiet. My darling wife has just imported a jukebox, the likes of which are going to raise the rafters of the Albert Hall.
Do I detect a first crack in your relationship?
Did I say that?
I must say it has lasted longer than I thought.
Very unattractive emotion, Alan. Envy.
Yeah, all back. Oh, Joe. Yes. Well, I was expecting you for lunch. Yes, I'm missing. Oh, I see. Yes, I do.
Look at them.
Sorry?
What do you see?
Your nails could do with a bit of a scrub.
Them's not navvies, mates, are they?
No, they're very elegant in a grubby sort of way.
Exactly. Artisans. Cooking's an art too, isn't it? Nigel Ibbott says.
Who?
On daytime telly.
Oh, no, I never have time to watch.
Oh, you should make time. I mean, look at me. I've never been bothered about out, me. Footy, music. I can take or leave sex. But then I look at Nigel and I think, I could do that, you know. I want to.
Well, you should do something about it then.
People laugh at me if I try and be a kook.
Don't then.
You think I should go for it, don't you?
Well, I wouldn't let the prospect of some idiot laughing at me put me off.
You're right. Just need a bit of bottle, don't you? You know, I could do with a woman like you behind me.
No chance of that. Just do it.
Yeah, I will.
Whatever you have to see your boss, that's fine. Yeah, I'll make us a nice dinner. All right. Okay, bye now.
Is that the Biker Queen, was it?
That was Joe.
Why did she have to see her boss?
I have no idea. So, what can I get you?
Can I have an orange juice and a sandwich, please, Alan?
So serious, then?
We enjoy each other's company.
I bet you do. Can't beat the younger woman, can you? Well, you've got one. And I bet Kim could give your father 20 years at least. And the rest.
Sorry, Alan.
Very good at moralising when it concerns other people, isn't she?
It would have been Frank's 60th tomorrow.
So?
Oh, Eric, for heaven's sake.
Good heavens, people do not make a meal of things, don't they? Life is for the living, boy. When you're dead, you're dead.
Right, come on, let's get a move on.
Help! Please, help! Someone! Help me! Help!
That's it. Right, we should get another load in before it gets dark.
I know where he is. The message she left. The season. Reaping what you sow. Drowning, but it's dry.
You were right before. It's not a game.
It's that place you went to.
The barn was deserted.
The grain silo.
It was empty.
The season. It's harvest time. Reaping what you sow. Hey! Wait, I'm coming with you.
Come on, get a move on. I'm dying of thirst.
Doing that? It's your birthday.
Maybe I'm trying to forget. I'll get away from that music. It's a pity you can't join us.
Oh, I'll be here.
What, waiting on?
You have to keep a glass of wine for me on your table. I feel like letting my hair down.
It's been really difficult for you with Jack, hasn't it?
You almost sound sympathetic.
Well, at least you had the strength to finish it.
Do you know what this is?
Oh, let me take a wild guess. A spring onion.
To common people, yes. Nigel Ibbott would call them scallions.
Not a lot of people know that.
Hey, do you know how to make them all curly? You know, trim them.
Like this?
I mean, look at that. It's a work of art, isn't it? Spring onions in our house have still got mucot roots.
Haven't you prepared the vegetables yet?
I'm trimming a scallion.
People are arriving.
Gotta get it just so... Cut myself. Not bad, eh? The first injury in the pursuit of perfection. Nigel Ibbott's got that many scars and burns, his hands are like corned beef.
Come on.
What the hell are you playing at? Switch it off! I said, what's your game?
Stop it! For God's sake, my son's in there! He's in there, please!
He's here! Help me!
Will! Will! Will!
I'm okay.
We'll get you to hospital to be checked.
I can breathe. I'm okay. Are you sure? Just get me out of here. Come on, then. Here we go.
No, I am not desperate. Look, Mr. Hamilton, Steve Marchant assured me that you were genuinely interested in buying the golf course. He didn't say you were a time waster. No, I won't reduce the asking price.
Why don't you offer Green Shield stamps with it?
Why don't you just keep out of my way?
Don't be so grumpy. I suppose you're entitled to a strop. It's bad enough being rejected by a man, but to be financially ruined into the bargain.
You're right, Chris. I'm in a mess.
Well, there's a first. You've admitted you've blown it.
I misjudged Alex Oakwell. And I certainly thought I'd be able to raise capital from a quick sale of the golf club.
I know.
I don't think you'd be in a position to demand your third of $1 million either. And you know what? I'm not in the slightest bit worried.
Well, of course you're not.
Something will turn up.
Something of 10. You really are clutching at straws.
You know, I'm so sure I'll be all right. Simply, I'm a winner and you're a loser.
Not this time.
I'm sorry, but that's how it is. I couldn't change it if I wanted. And neither can you.
Hey, what's going on?
A student prank that went wrong. For your trouble.
Prank? You're not kidding. How do you think me and him would have felt if you'd not got here?
I'm sorry, I've nothing else. You'll keep quiet about this.
This'll do. You know something? Your lad's just been dragged from death's door, and all you're worried about is what the neighbours will think. What is your problem? No, don't tell me.
So, did you have a good holiday?
Nice little family group. I wish I had my camera.
What, Marlon, a chef?
Yeah, a super chef.
Oh, come on, Mandy might give him a recipe for poison burgers.
Oh, you should get in there, Kathy. You might be rich and famous one day and do all the cooking too. No, thank you.
Ah, you never know. You know what they say about these dingle men? They've got more to offer, haven't they, Sophie?
Who needs mayonnaise, Zoe?
Yeah, I wouldn't be without mine. Where are you going?
Gents.
You've embarrassed him, Sarah. So he thinks the only use men have is siring children.
Never said that.
It's what you think.
I'm not anti-mem.
You just prefer me, don't you?
Do I?
Well, this is very nice.
Just tell me why.
Let her talk to the police, Tony. I'll call them.
I'm the only one that needs to know why. It was my father you killed.
Becky, wait.
We've got to get Will home.
I said wait! Tommy Malander was a good man.
He was a good father. Was.
Let her go, Dad. Run!
I haven't finished yet. Have I?
This must do your ego the power of good.
What have I done?
How do you think I feel, skivvying around listening to what a great bloke you are?
She was joking.
Jack, you didn't have to come tonight. You knew that I'd be working.
Well, we were invited to Kathy's birthday. I had no choice.
That's right. The dutiful husband.
Well, how do you think I feel? Being that close, I could smell your perfume. I still can.
Meaning?
You know what I mean.
You've still not told me what this is in aid of.
Well, I like doing things for you. Besides, you've had a busy day, chasing up tax evaders.
Don't remind me.
I don't suppose you get much in the way of gratitude.
Oh, not a lot. Still, not for much longer. I've resigned.
When?
Today. That's why I couldn't get back at lunchtime.
But I know the work's stressful, but isn't this a big decision to make on the spur of the moment?
It's not a sudden whim. It's part of my master plan. The American dream. Well, it's not a dream anymore, Alan. I'm going to do it.
Just larking about. I'm a bit tipsy.
Don't, Rachel. Don't make it worse. You've lied. All that rubbish about it being a fling all over.
It is.
Please, Jack, spare me the angst. I mean, how could you do it here, right now?
What's going on?
I'm trying to persuade your husband to give me a birthday kiss.
Well, go on then, Jack. Don't be shy. I'm afraid that's all you're going to get, Kathy. Come on, we've got some champagne to toast you. I'd have thought you'd have jumped at the chance to give Kathy a birthday kiss.
Well, I'm not 16.
He's such a prude.
You didn't even mention it this morning.
I said ages ago it was dependent on me selling my flat.
But there were no takers.
Well, then a cash buyer turned up. I had to drop the price, not a lot. I didn't tell you this morning because, well, I didn't know if I'd have the courage to go through with it.
And you have.
I have. I thought you'd be pleased.
Well, that's what you want.
You don't sound it.
Well, to be frank, I'd credited you with more...
Sense?
No, that's unfair. It's your decision.
It is. And it isn't just a whim. It's kept me going through a lousy marriage, a boring job.
But the marriage is over and you can always get another job.
When I first told you, you were full of enthusiasm. I mean, you said you understood.
Did I?
So now I'm doing it. That's all changed?
No, the thing that's changed is I've fallen in love with you.